Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome at very long last back to Cities in Motion 2. You're probably wondering where I've been for the last couple of weeks, and the answer will probably surprise you. I had total PC failure. It froze, basically. Every time I tried to load up something, it froze. Couldn't load up Minecraft, couldn't load up Football Manager, couldn't load up Cities in Motion 2. My heart broke into a million pieces when that happened. And since then I've been fiddling with all kinds of hardware and software settings, trying to find a problem solution. You might remember I mentioned, I think it was in the last episode of this actually, if anyone out there knew what the problem was and how to fix it. And although the suggestions were good suggestions, and I imagine they would work, they weren't entirely... they didn't solve the problem at this end, that's what I mean to say. So what I ended up having to do was buy a new processor, because I accidentally broke the old one. That was probably, it might have actually helped fix the problem. I'm going to say it did, just so I feel less bad about breaking it. But the main thing I had to get was a new motherboard. So I installed that today. Today is Tuesday, by the way. I'm recording this a day early. So I installed the new motherboard, switched everything on, ran updates, ran this, that and the other. And so far... and hopefully it stays this way, but so far things are working as they should be, which is fantastic. It means that I've actually solved the problem. Now I'm currently whizzing around the city making, I imagine, all of you dizzy, and the reason I am doing that is because I am trying to remind myself what this city actually looks like, because for you guys it's been 2 weeks since the last video. For me it's been even longer since the last video, because actually I recorded Mondays and Wednesdays episodes in advance, and I'm going to start doing that a lot more in future. I might record them over the weekend. Friday's episode will be the only one that's recorded on the day, and that's so that I can respond to comments of the week, which, while we're on the subject, most likely will not be happening this week, comments of the week, because tomorrow's Wednesday, and although you guys have still been commenting on videos and there are comments to reply to, I'm so far behind on my scheduling at the moment that I think it's only fair that I delay that one for a week, bring it back next week in an extended version, and concentrate on trying to get my schedule back in check. And then once that's done, then I'll have no problems carrying on with where I was before. Excuse me, that was a sneeze. Blimey. See, I'm back to my old ways already. Sneezing, coughing, snorting, whatever it might be. I seem to find a way to do it whilst I'm recording. Right, so where are we? Things are looking good actually. City looks like it's been taking care of itself without me, which I'm not sure if I'm overly keen on, because that means it's becoming self-sufficient. But yeah, it's looking good. We still have the orbital tram network, which next Friday I will be renaming the network to go along with Alex's suggestions. He's been busy coming up with new names, since this section here particularly is no longer elevated. Although I would like to keep the name Helmet, because I've got all these names like Spartan, Viking, Shogun, I think it's the third one. So I'd like to keep Helmet if possible. But if we have to change the names, then we have to change the names. That's how it goes, unfortunately. But yeah, I am liking this system. It's a really, really nice system. I'm really pleased with it. The only bits that need fiddling around with now are the actual city loop lines, because I'm very, very tempted to actually scrap the City Express completely, M-Link Express lines, because they're just not good. I don't like them very much anyway. This junction here is a particular pain in the backside, so I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to get rid of them. We have a very, very capable system elsewhere in the city, so we might as well let that do its thing. So we're going to sell all of these metro trains. We're actually going to delete this entire depot. This might be regenerated into something else in the future, but right now it's actually blocking potential new suburbs, and people have been asking for new suburbs in City South, and I would like to do that. I'd like to build a brand new suburb, city skyline style. There's a little clue as to what else is coming out this week. So yeah, I'd like to have a proper go at this and make sure it's done properly, rather than having to fit it in and around a metro hub. That should take care of itself over time, hopefully. This station here It's still an interchange station. It still links up with the City Auto network, City Auto 2. We've got trains that run through here. It is no longer the terminus of the City Express lines. It's now purely City Loop and City Loop alone. So I'm pleased with that. These lines here, we're going to have to find a use for them at some point. I might have an idea for it, actually. Might have an idea. I'd like to see these lines continue to be used, though, because they are pretty cool. It might involve rebuilding most of this network, looking at it. We'll see about that some other time. But yeah, the City Loop lines. We might even upgrade these trains, so we have bigger trains running around. Actually, whilst we're talking about metro train sizes, someone commented on episode, I think it was 109 of this series, saying that I needed to review the train sizes of Hublink to make sure that they were good enough for the traffic that was going to be using it. Now, first of all, I need to find Hublink again, because I always forget where it goes. It starts... Oh, no wait, it terminates up here. This is the end of the line. And it originates up here. Under there. Now 186 people are waiting at this station. This train alone can hold 176 before it reaches capacity. I think we're okay for capacity on this line. We have, what was it, 4 more Hublink lines as well that are also connected up, plus the City Auto network, which now runs alongside this system. And we also have the trolley line, which you can see above, and we have the Viking line. Add to that the bus system, which probably still works, and overall I think we're okay. I think we're okay. This train that's just pulled into the station can hold 352 people, and it's only got 221 on board. That might change as it gets closer to the city centre. In fact, we'll follow it. There's an idea. We will follow it and see exactly how it does when it gets to the next stations, because there's another station here before it goes under the water. Now this station is quite popular as well because it's a big interchange point. 50 odd people waiting, so it's still not really going to be running full. It's still less than 300 people, and even though that station is always getting people starting to wait for it, it's still not a massive problem. We then run under the water. The next stop is the MCH. Now I can't see many people getting on at the MCH. Most people get off there because they can interchange with other networks. We have a vast majority of networks that now run out of the MCH, including our brand new bus hub. So let's see, 35, 36, around 30 to 40 people waiting, and look how many even get off the train. We're down to 100 now. These people are pouring out like ants from an ant's nest. Unbelievable. And that's the only real pinch point. It does get a little bit busy again. This bit here is quite busy because it interchanges with the monorail. But even then, you can see there's only 40 people waiting here, and there's 170 in this way direction, which is only 3 more than this train can actually hold normally. This station's not as busy anymore, even though there's still an interchange going on. It doesn't seem to be that popular at this stage. This station here is very unpopular because there's only really, you've got a City Auto terminus and you've got just a few water bus lines to connect to. Over here, again, not that popular because there's lots of different options in and out of here now. Why are these buses? Oh wow, lots of pedestrians. Lots of pedestrians. Didn't envisage that. Alright, over here to Pimlico Island. Again, not that busy. No, doesn't seem to be that busy. Under here with this metro interchange, again, not that busy. We're under here next, yep. Now this bit might be getting busier over time because you've got 3 tram lines that go through here, plus 1 stop away up here, you've got Petronas Towers, which are very popular. In fact, Hublink does connect just about to the Petronas Towers, so maybe that stop picks up. You can see there's 20 people waiting here, so maybe, possibly, perhaps. And then you've got this station under here, which technically again connects with Tram Square, so that one should be popular, but for some reason isn't. This station here, not that popular. Under here, not that popular, and then up here, slightly popular. More people are waiting for hub link than they are for hub link 4. And this system seems to be working quite smoothly now. Hub link 4 trains get out of the way just in time for hub link trains to actually arrive. Sometimes there's a bit of queuing, but I've mentioned this before in the series. That does happen on the London Underground as well, so it's no big deal. Right. This episode is going to be a very, very short one today. It's just to let you guys know that I am back. Things seem to be working again, which is absolutely fantastic. The video schedule for Cities in Motion 2 will remain untouched because of that. Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm still coming up with an idea for City Skylines, but it looks like that will also be Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. And then I'll find somewhere for Minecraft to sort of slip in between the cracks as well. Although I imagine again it'll be probably Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Or Mondays and Fridays for Minecraft. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself on that one. I will be coming up with a scheduling video once I'm 100% certain on where I want things to go, so don't panic about that. You guys will be the first ones to know when I've come up with an actual plan. So I think I'm about ready to end this episode. We will be back on Friday. There will be no comments of the week, but there will be a construction project going on. Big build will remain. So until then, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I will see you soon.